don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible is the live and the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
McDonald's let me look at that comment again. McDonald's stole people's Solana. They did. They stole my Solana. I bought that stupid ass shitcoin. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon, fellas. How we freaking doing today? Oh, I muted you, dude. My bad. Hang on. I got you. You're good. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Well, hey, good to see you, man. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging. Solana meme coin. Did you see it? Did you buy it? Do you know this story?
No, I can't wait to hear.
Good shit. Okay, cool. All right, let's get to that.
Where the hell is Joe?
I think Joe's just running late. He'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Joe's gonna be here today. He just messaged he's gonna be a few minutes late.
Dude, we didn't do the vote for this week.
Well, we got to do it today. Because tomorrow's the day you're out. So today
I haven't fully prepared my campaign, but
okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do some thinking.
Yeah. By the way, I gotta tweet this show out because I changed my PFP today. I was just gonna do it just for the hell of it, for fun, and I didn't realize when you change your PFP, you can't stream. Like if you don't have the check mark, you gotta have the check mark to stream. So I can't stream to my personal account. So
I don't even know what that means. Why would you lose your check mark?
You know, like if you change your PFP on X, you lose your verified for a few days till they verify you.
Oh,
you haven't changed yours in fucking a decade, so you probably don't even know.
No, I think because I have a what do you call it? Oh, what do they call it? Like I have a special account. Yeah.
You got one of the. You got a badge, huh?
I'm special.
I like it.
I'm a whatever they call that. Forgot. We pay way too much for it.
What, dude? It's like what is it? 50 or 100 grand a month? Like it's a lot.
No. It's
not
1,300 euros a month we pay to have the. It's not the associated accounts, but whatever it's called. There's a name for it. No, 50K would be stupid.
I thought it was a lot. I thought it was 50 or 100 a month.
You pay more per user. I think it's like a flat rate of 1,000 for a gold account. And then it might be like $50 per like authorized person.
Yeah, shit. I didn't even know. All right. Fuck, there's a lot to talk about today, man. We've got. Am I sharing my screen even? I'm not.
No.
Okay.
No.
We've got. Joe, get your ass on here. Okay. Market stuff. Worth talking about the market. Bitcoin ripping, man. Bitcoin looking really strong. Yeah, dude. Like 61. Maybe are we at 62? Like 61.4, 61.5. Dude, there's really interesting news. It sounds like RFK is going to drop out and join the Trump squad, which bullish as fuck for crypto. Does that actually help the right, Republicans, or does that help Kamala?
No, that helps Republicans.
Does it a lot?
Like I'm sure there is a part of the middle that splits each way, right? Some that would lean towards Trump, some that would lean towards Harris. But I think all in all, let's just say if those people lean one way or another, they focus on him. So whatever that percentage is, he's taking from someone. Now his VP had said that they think they take more from Trump, and they don't want to do that, right?
Yeah.
That was Shanahan's whole thing, was that, they don't want to do that. But there's no doubt that they will be pulling from Harris. And You know what? He needed a bullish announcement, and this would be bullish.
I mean, dude, on top of RFK joining his team, it sounds like Elon Musk might in a more official way. Like Musk had said he's open to it, right? But he's like, yeah, I'll do it. And there might be, you know, it's whether it's that committee or what. But RFK joining, them being very pro crypto, like very, very pro, like that's pretty, I think it is pretty bullish for the Trump side. And that said, I've been watching, I was watching the DNC shit. Obviously not my cup of tea. I thought the Republicans one was cringe as fuck, awful. But again, that same vibe that gives me that ick feel of like the fake phoniness. I guess it was all over the RNC stuff too, but I find it like almost unbearable. Although, man, I can't get enough Obama. I mean, it's like everybody. You can't help but love the dude and love hearing him talk. And even Michelle Obama, they're just fucking awesome. Like, I like them. I like them a lot.
So I don't dislike them, and I like Obama. I think, like, I like listening to him talk. The clip that's kind of going around about Michelle Obama talking about how her parents, they were cautious of people who took too much. I'm paraphrasing. Those weren't her exact words, but something like that. Like, my parents were cautious of people who took too much. It's like, well, in the comments you see, like, you got you have a house on Martha's Vineyard. You guys have made millions and millions and millions of dollars. So, like, who were your parents concerned about? And who were they, like, who are they talking about if not people like you? Again, I'm not saying they're bad people, and I'm all for, like, make whatever money you want to make. It's just a weird comment. That's the kind of shit that I hate. You make a comment like that where it's all about, like, we're just like you guys, and my parents were. It becomes like an us versus them, and it's like, no, you're part of it. You're part of that whole machine too.
I gotta ask a question. There we go. I gotta ask a question. I fucking hate the Michelle Obama's a man thing. I hate that shit.
Yeah,
with
stupid.
a passion. Where does that kind of bullshit even come from? How does anybody even buy that? Like, that one's like frustrating.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, and honestly, I feel like people who have that kind of mentality are scumbags.
It's
like,
a bad look for that side too. Hey Joe, you got us? We got you?
Yeah, how are you guys?
We got you. Back on your computer, maybe?
Yeah, back on my compute.
Did they find what we thought they might find? Did they make any comment? Did they open up your laptop and see something?
Hold on. Fucking grievers love Joe free Wednesdays. What the fuck?
By the way, we have to do our vote today. We just realized that today's the day. It's vote for who's off the show tomorrow.
Yeah, good. I'll just volunteer. Actually, why don't I'll volunteer?
Well, it doesn't work that way. It's let me put the poll up.
Campaign speech.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Make it. Make it really clear.
But to your point, yeah, I think that kind of stuff is just like the birther stuff. You know what I mean? That Trump did. It's
unacceptable. It's unacceptable, right, Henry?
Yeah. No, it is.
Can I don't know how I feel about the birther stuff, because at that point I don't know what's true and what's not and what matters. Like, to some degree, I'm open to that shit, even though I don't think it's real. But the other thing, Michelle Obama's a man, makes me mad that you're like, that's so disrespectful and so shitty, and like we don't need that shit. But the birther stuff, I'm like, is it? I still don't know. Is any part of it true? And I think no at this point.
Do you want to know something? A guy that I know who, like, meddles in conspiracy theory nonsense, hard right, prior service Marine Corps guy, borderline crazy. And he told me months and months and months ago. I'm talking like it was, I'm going to say it was probably February or March. His kid skates and we were at the arena, and, he just goes on these long tangents like I'm doing right now about like crazy shit. I can't stand it. But he told me, he said, I'm telling you, at the convention or just before the convention, they're going to install a new candidate. It's probably going to be Michelle Obama. He's like, and I was like, no, dude, there's no way. And the funny thing was, they did. It wasn't the person that he said it would be, but
so the whole point is that this crazy person that's a nut is actually really, really smart, and now you're going to start listening to him. Is that what the point is?
No. But the thing is,
it should be even a fucking broken clock is right twice a day.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably is that.
I mean, it was a common conspiracy. Just because the odds were good, Joe looked that bad, you know?
Yeah, but this was before the debates. This was before a lot of that.
People were calling it like 2 years ago, even. Like, just like a lot of, picture this, a lot of people were calling there would be another COVID, right? And if it's kind of similar to that. Like,
okay,
you have
fine.
a chance of being right.
Okay, fine. I'm wrong, and
no, he's right. No,
right.
he's right. He was right.
But tonight I do have to watch the DNC. My wife said to me last night, she's like,
Bill Clinton tonight.
She's like, well, I don't even want to watch it. I'm not going to lie. But Nikki had said, she's like, you know, funny that you don't turn on the DNC at all. And I was like, well, it's not funny. I don't want to watch it. I said, I just don't want to watch it. But because she leans that way, I feel like it is only fair to. Also, there is another point I'd like to make if she's watching. If she's watching this show, which I'm sure she's not. But when I watch the RNC, I don't get into it. I don't comment on it. I just listen, you know, and I'm usually like on my phone. When she watches it, it's like, see, here we go. Like, blah, 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 blah. So like tonight, it's going to be, I know what tonight's going to be. Tonight's going to be like, see, like, how do you like those other people? Listen to them. Like, they're so much more relatable. That will be, it won't just be watching it and listening. It will be commentary.
Can she go live with us tonight? Can we stream it and bring the missus on?
I feel like I get along with her a lot.
You would. Better. Yeah, you would, Joe. You'd like her a lot better than me. But she's reasonable. That's the thing. Like, she's reasonable. She doesn't claim to know all the topics. She just, you know, but she's becoming more informed. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
Marty, the kids look like Marty's asking how we feel about the whole kids aren't theirs one. If that's the Clintons one, that one I think is interesting. If it's about the Obamas, the kids look like them. Dude, Chelsea Clinton does not. Chelsea Clinton looks like that other dude, Andrew Hubbard or something like that. She looks like him. They look way too similar. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, come on. Joe, you seen it?
Dude, shut up.
Have you seen it?
Shut up.
You know
no,
what?
I have not seen that the Clintons' baby is not actually theirs and it's actually whatever person's. I have not seen that.
It's insane.
Yeah.
As in, it almost feels like it. This was like a big prominent judge or something in Arkansas, or the governor or something at that time. That the rumor, the conspiracy is, it's not Bill Clinton's daughter. It's this guy and Hillary.
Okay, was there a relationship between those two?
They knew each other. They're all from Arkansas, right? It was Arkansas. It was like the local politics at that point. Can
I interject? Who gives a fuck at all?
I do.
But why? Like, what does this matter at all? What is this? Like, if it's true, will you ever know for surezies?
If we keep on them, we keep pressuring them. Yes,
it's supposed to be fun.
It's fun. Okay, that's a good point.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, Joe.
But they look real similar.
No, I'm happy to see that.
You never saw that, but we've seen that before, huh?
No.
Man, yeah.
Well, Henry. Okay, so as long as we're on this trip, it's fun. You guys just said that like the Michelle Obama being a man thing is horrible and blah, blah, blah. Well, this is where it comes from. Like, it's fun until it's not fun, right? I mean, that's kind of what happens if you kind of indulge these things. The next thing you know, you're like, whoa, dude. The Clintons not having their baby being their baby is one thing. The other person being a man is totally, it's like, well, whatever. It's all the same fucking nonsense.
Yeah. I feel like people were going after Doug Emhoff's daughter and her looks. I feel like that's below the belt. I feel like a lot of the stuff is.
What happened there?
Well, she just looked.
We're like, this is stupid. What happened with that? Let's look it up.
Nothing happened.
The way he was like arm around his daughter.
It wasn't even that. People were just making fun of her looks.
Oh, come on. She's beautiful.
She's a model.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's very, very pretty.
Yeah, she's a model.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll dabble in that stuff.
If you have an issue with like the woke current, kind of like current like what's cool type of vibe, then I'm sure that like that is awkward, weird, and kind of off-putting. I guess
it makes you feel a way, and people don't want to feel any different than just what's normal.
Well, it's also kind of like, oh, look at those fucking hippies with their long
yeah.
hair and their fucking, you know what I mean? It's like we're at that level of shit right now because that's what everyone's like.
Yeah,
so.
you're definitely right. All right, let's get to a little market stuff. Definitely want to talk the McDonald's scam. I want to get to that pretty quickly here. I got scammed. Knowing it's a scam, and I still got scammed.
You
and
did
wrecked.
it?
I did.
Oh,
I had to. I mean, yeah, we'll get into it.
for the people. You did it for the people.
Yes, sir. To a little degree, yes. The ETH, I think this is the mini ETF. Over $2 billion in inflows in that ETF. Really solid week in solid numbers in 4 weeks. Man, it's not just the Bitcoin ETFs that are cooking, the ETH stuff too, which is pretty great. In general, feels like ETH has got some energy, which I'm excited about. Like NFT stuff, of course, you see everybody talking about it. It's feeling okay out there. It's feeling interesting. We ain't back still. Not gonna say that, but
We ain't back.
I'm feeling a kind of way. Back to the economy though. Okay, it sounds like we're going to get those rate cuts soon. In fact, I'm not good with these numbers. Gravity, you might have to help me. Like 0.5, a 0.5 cut, 2.25s, totaling 0.5, something like that. We're getting like a pretty significant cut coming up in September.
It's usually like a quarter point, right, or something like that. But now they're going to do. And then there was like a talk of an emergency one right after the last numbers of everything because everything was a little bit scary. So, I think maybe they'd probably do a significant rate cut.
Yeah, and I guess the assumption is there'll be 3 cuts. It'll be 2, coming up in September, and then because they're not going to go all in at once, but be aggressive at the start, see how it does, and then you got room to still cut further later this year. This is really wild. I can't remember if we talked about this yesterday or not, but this is what's going to make that maybe more of an aggressive cut again come September. That they're probably going to have to adjust the job growth numbers from earlier this year, like some March, April, May numbers. I think it was March, by 1 million, adjust it down, which I guess is the most significant cut in like 15 years. So it is pretty significant. I remember this summer when things really started taking a shit kind of out of nowhere was because of bad jobs report, right? Like way off the mark.
Well, to be honest with you, they're basically this is kind of what they want, I think, the government to kind of stabilize the inflation. So all of these non-rate cuts and all this stuff was to battle inflation. But like the whole point of inflation is that like everything becomes unbuyable. People can't afford things. And so the prices, the demand goes down. So like, is that right? Whatever. So like it makes people not be able to afford shit. So this is kind of what we're at, right? Like we're at a position in which the government is trying to establish this and get to this level, which fucking, and I've talked about this before, I fucking think that's crazy that they do that, but whatever. And
it's funny when you think of that they have, I don't want to say they have to manipulate, they all have to do it, right? But it's interesting that that's what they have to do in order to make the economy worse. It's like shit's getting so good and out of control. We got to make it bad.
Yeah,
like we actually have to counteract the goodness and make it bad because otherwise it just becomes unsustainable.
Right. But it would be funnier if they were like, so the goal here is to lose jobs, let groceries and supplies become so unaffordable that so people struggle so hard that the prices start to come down. Like that's the type of shit that they have to do. But can you imagine fucking that being your job? It just seems fucking shitty.
Okay. What would happen? And I wonder like how far they let it go. What would happen if you let things progress on the good side so much that like, you're just like, yeah, whatever. We're not going to adjust interest rates. We're going to continue to lend money super cheap. Like what happens? Prices get out of control.
Right.
But like, which is worse? Prices get out of control because of supply and demand, or like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't want to say like, okay, shit is hard. Like, shit's got to be really hard out there for people. I live a comfortable middle class life, and at a comfortable middle class life, I looked at a bag of Doritos that my wife bought the other day, a big bag. It was $7.29 for like the party size. And I thought to myself, I was like, holy shit. I know that there was a time this was in the $4 range. Maybe it was like almost $5.
Right. Well, can you imagine having like, because that doesn't sound terrible. Imagine having a party and buying 3 bags and it being over $20. You'd be like,
Dude,
what the fuck?
It is terrible though. And I think to myself, like the people that are living paycheck to paycheck,
Yeah.
I don't know what you do. Like, I genuinely don't know what you do, because it's just like shit costs what it costs. And kids still want to do things that they want to do. They still want to go to the amusement park. They still want to go to the movies. They still want to go out with their friends and maybe go to like McDonald's. And now you got to drop $20 doing it. And it's crazy, dude, because not that long ago, and I can tell you, like at my store, it was when people feel good, they're willing to spend money on shit they don't need, like green and my newest blue carpet. But when people aren't feeling good, they buckle down more, and you feel it. Like if I feel it at my flooring store, people got to feel it everywhere. People who probably don't feel it as much are like the car mechanics, because people aren't going to go maybe buy a car, they're going to fix their car. But it's it's crazy, and people got to be like absolutely struggling hardcore. And one last point I just want to make real quick, Joe. I've been watching a lot of like videos out of, like on X, people that are just like at the DNC interviewing people, and it's just interesting to see how many black people that I've seen.
The fuck?
Wait, what's the right word for it now?
Fuck are you going with this shit? Please hold on. Hold on.
You're good, Henry.
Boom.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's amazing how many black people I've seen that have been interviewed by Don Lemon or just some random people that are like, I'm voting for Trump. I'm not getting the wool pulled over my eyes by like vote for a black woman for president. They're like, things are better under Trump. So it's just interesting that, again, when you see a Don Lemon video that's cut where it's like 7 people that are like, I'm voting for Trump, and 5 of them are people of color, you're like, man, it's interesting. It's not scientific. It's just interesting.
It was in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Chicago will not go Republican.
No, I know that.
I mean, who knows what the point of that cut up is? I mean, maybe that's it's an odd subject for me to like dive into, because it's fucking weird. But I mean, whoever votes, people want to vote for whoever they want to vote for, and that's cool.
Insightful.
I mean, dude, 5EO Foreign and Kodak Black just put out last week a Trump song. Like they're pretty fucking big. Cool song.
Yeah, well, I mean, I also saw Henry. I saw like some guy was like, "Yeah, I like that Trump gave us stimulus checks," and I was like, "Oh, well, the Democratic Congress kind of forced that issue," and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, fuck Trump." Like so, like it's weird how things go and why opinions change or whatever the situation is. A couple rappers or a couple politicians or a couple celebrities or a couple of shows endorse someone, then it's cool to do it, and Joe Rogan or whatever, but who knows why, and that's fine. Whatever happens, and that's what the people want. You hope people are informed, but
They're
whatever.
not.
What's that? They're not. Yeah, I know, but
yeah, most of us aren't. Like we're kind of into it a little bit, semi-interested. I know you're not, Joe, but like we're interested, and I would not say like that I'm informed. I'm only informed on the things that I have access to, and even then, I'm still like, yeah. But if you make a compelling argument, I could probably believe your shit too.
Just a heads up for anyone who's interested, the Harto and Farr Brutal Edge collection. Sales live now. It's open for 4 hours and 20 minutes. It's 0.009 Bitcoin, so $60.
0.009. Yeah.
Respectfully, really like you, Harto. Really like you, Farr. I'm done minting your shit. Too much. It's too much. Cool.
Well, it's just it's the same but different.
It's just more.
You know what I mean?
And then the next collection will come in 2 or 3 months, and the next collection will come in 2 to 3 months, and the next collection.
You were not to disrespect Harto and Farr. You were talking about like, what do you do? Like, didn't Trump basically say like there's going to be 0% interest, and like he forced his hand upon a lot of like the Fed and stuff like that? Like, wasn't he like thoroughly involved? Where Biden was like, I'm not going to be involved in that. I'm going to let, you know what I mean? Like those other people. Like, so Trump is one of those guys that was going towards what you're talking about, which was he should have probably been worried about inflation with the stimulus checks, injecting that amount of money into the economy, plus having like low interest rates during that whole time. And then I know Democrats would probably say like that was probably the start of a lot of inflation issues and then whatever. But like, if you allow shit to get so good, then prices go up, and I don't know what happens. But I'm just saying that like, I guess there is a case. The case was that inflation will get worse faster, and things will get harder to deal with inflation wise, and it could end up in a depression or stagnation.
That word. That
They scare us with that word a lot.
Maybe.
Well, is there any part of you that thinks that's possible?
That we could have a depression?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Or
I think
recession or whatever. Yeah.
I think to the credit of whoever, they talked about soft landing. I think whatever we're seeing right now is the best version of them trying to unfuck what they saw was going to be a massive problem. And unfortunately, like, I just don't know enough to be like, well, you should have done it like this. And I'm sure there's a ton of people that think they know the better way to do it. But but at least we, if you look at the Dow, if you look at a lot of other, look at Bitcoin, I think all in all, like, things have held. Prices are up, which sucks. But in the end, I feel like most people's 401ks are still doing pretty damn good.
Well, that's the thing. People talk about the economy and that's kind of like the disconnect between like the common person on the street who has zero fucking, like, if you hear any of those interviews, like, how old are you and what do you have in your savings? And it's like, I'm 62 and I have $500 in savings, right? So like their 401ks, their investments, like when you hear like, oh, the economy's doing amazing, it's because the stock market's doing amazing and all that sort of stuff, rather than, but day-to-day people that live paycheck to paycheck, McDonald's is more expensive, groceries are more expensive, gas is more expensive, despite, like record stock market like S&P and the Dow and NASDAQ like breaking all sorts of records. Unless you're invested in that stuff, that doesn't really matter to fucking someone that's trying to pay for shit out of their wallet and they have no fucking savings. So like, I think that's what we're talking about with like, the economy's so amazing right now. It's better under Biden than it was under Trump. But like, but the inflation got so fucked under Biden that it feels like the day-to-day necessities are so expensive that people are getting fucked. And it's true that it is. They are. So
no, you're right. If you're not invested, like you're not feeling it in any way.
No,
I agree with Edge. The thing that I'm not sure about with like what Edge is saying, like no matter what, the fucker's hitting the iceberg and sinking. Like I agree with his point here. What I'm not sure about is whether or not it like happens in our lifetime, because like everything seems so fake as far as like we're $30 trillion in debt. Like, does that matter? Like, yeah, I'm sure it does. It can't be good, but like they'll just print more. So like, who pays the bill on that? It doesn't feel like it's going to be in our lifetime. So like, it's all a facade. I don't know when the gig is up. Like, I don't know when the gig is up. Like behind the scenes, do they freak out or are they just like, nah, we just keep doing this because we're America and everything's good. And as long as like our credit's good, and as long as people still buy
we had a balanced, we were balanced under Clinton, which isn't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now we're like what, 30 plus trillion in
crazy
national debt. Like, but like it was balanced within our lifetimes, easily within our lifetimes, within like our adulthoods. It was. So like, so there's that. So I don't know.
That's a good point. Like if you can go from, but here's the thing. Okay. I feel like it's easier to stay solvent than it is to crawl your way back from $30 trillion in debt. Like, I feel like it's easier, like, with like what Clinton did, he, balance the deficit. Like, okay, if you could stay there, if you could show like you could keep it somewhere within whatever reasonable number. I don't know if it's $10 billion or whatever that number is, but I'm like, once you get to 30 trillion in debt, it seems like, and again, I don't know enough about it, but it seems like it's like when you go past making the minimum payment on your credit card and now you're paying like 26% APR and you're like, I'm just never paying this off.
I like thinking of it like when you buy a house, like once you get over $100,000, you're like, whatever. You know, like
Yeah.
what is it? 300,000? Yeah,
Whatever.
sure, fine, whatever. You know, like it could be 300, 200, 500, a million. It's all the same fucking crazy numbers.
Did you ever see that they were talking? They actually talked about it, even though they denied it. That they talked about minting $1 trillion coin. You ever read about
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is what they talked about. Not the feds talked about it, but people were talking about that. There was whispers of this. The government denied it, but through FOIA requests, there was somebody recently. I just saw this like 2 weeks ago, where they actually got, I think it was emails that showed that they were talking about it. Mint $1 trillion coin to be able to pay down the debt.
That's why the 30 trillion in debt doesn't bother me maybe the way it used to, because to me it's all fake, and they're going to find creative ways to just, you know, push it elsewhere, do something. Like it doesn't, it's all fake. It's all fake anyways.
If anything, it's more annoying than anything, because like what happens is if Republicans are in power, they're like, well, we definitely need this wall. And then we have to have it paid for, and we need all this other shit. So we're going to ask for this for our budget. And then when the Democrats are in power, the Republicans will bitch about, oh, they're not like making it sure that it's balanced. So they're just getting, you know, like they're asking for so much money, making the deficit even more into the red or whatever. So it becomes like a political issue rather than actually people giving a fuck at all. And it's usually because like if someone proposes something like, let's cut the defense, they're like, you fucking hate the soldiers, these fucking guys, the military was amazing under us, or, you know, or any other fucking variation of that type of thing. It always becomes such a political game between parties that no one really wants to fucking solve it. They just want to point out things in order for them to stay in power, so, you know, they can do whatever the fuck they want and do their own policies, I guess. I don't know.
And I think if we get to like a real topic, like a real topic is admitting that, like, before I come on the show, I don't do anything. I don't do any prep. I barely want to be here. Like, I don't want to be here right now. It takes a lot for me to actually walk out from my showroom and come around the corner into my cubby and say, like, I'm going to go on and actually pretend like I care about anything you just said or anything we're about to talk about.
And the people watching us, you don't care about them either, right?
In some ways I do. In a lot of ways I don't at all. In some ways I do.
Hudah,
what I would say is,
checking on the votes.
Oh, is the votes already up there?
The voting is live.
Oh, no.
At this point, I'm happy to report that I am in the lead, 47%.
Oh, man.
And this is going to be easy for me. I think I win this week. Henry at 20%. Excuse me, Joe at 20%. Henry at 33%. Ooh. You guys are voting the right way right now. Honestly, you really want the Joe Henry show. You really want it. And if you don't want it, I'll tell you this, you need it at least for 1 week. That week needs to be this week. It's tomorrow.
Well, okay.
Henry Joe.
It's hard to combat that because, like, they've seen the Hudah Joe show so many times because I don't show up, that it's not going to be anything new. And
they've seen the Hudah Henry show as well. They've seen it, and you guys are itching for something new and fresh and exciting.
Let me just
the Joe and Henry show.
Let me just say this: you guys are voting. That's great. I am where I am. I just want to say that, like, I am more democratically leaning than I usually say here. You know, I really dislike most of the. You guys seem to be Republicans in this, the audience, and I have to say that it disgusts me. You're filthy humans and
basement dwellers.
Your basement dweller. What did Hillary Clinton call them? Deplorables.
Oh yeah.
The basket of deplorables.
You're a basket of deplorables. And I think you should vote Democratic for your own good. And I'll weigh more in on all of this later. But thank you very much. Get back to voting. Go.
I'd just like to add that if I am on the show tomorrow, I'm voting for Harris. That's a for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Harris, this is actually breaking news. I don't know where this comes from at all. I'm seeing this now. It's just kind of making waves on X. But Harris, coming out with some comment somewhere to some people that she is going to be supporting crypto. She's going to support policies that ensure the emerging technologies, and that sort of industry can continue to grow. This is coming from Brian Nelson, senior campaign advisor for policy to the campaign. He was asked about the vice president's efforts to engage the crypto community. This is during a Bloomberg News roundtable at the DNC. This is today. So this is today. It's not anything new. It's just someone on her staff saying that she will be pro-crypto.
Nice.
But there's nothing there.
No, I think there's a lot there. I think if you really unpack it, this is all about what can be unburdened by what has been.
I also want to say that. I also want to.
Joe, thank you, Joe.
He does
Over
a better
to you,
Kamala than any of us.
Oh, is he doing the laugh?
That was pretty good.
I also want to say I'm not a huge fan of people from the UK, and like British people and stuff like that. Like they annoy me too.
Joe, I think they might punish you. This might backfire. Like you may never get a day off.
I know. Oh, really? Oh, shit.
No,
You're performing the worst out of the three of us right now. You only have 20%.
That's unreal.
Tell them how much you love them.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know. I don't know what the
I'll
strategy
do
is.
such a good job and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
that, I care most about everybody here and
Yep.
stuff. It's, I mean, other than being true, yeah, it's true.
Can you tell me what happened with McDonald's and Grimace today?
Yeah, I would love to because this is absolutely fucking awesome. Okay. A tweet comes out today from like senior director of marketing at McDonald's.
Oh no.
It's beautiful. Yeah, hang on. Let's get this up on the screen. There you. Oh, that's not the first tweet. Hang on.
I wish they only hired people with Mick and their last names. Like that would be
great.
amazing.
That wouldn't be very DEI now, would it, Joe?
DEI.
Don't. Joe,
What?
you know what DEI is, right?
Wag me, bro. Drug Enforcement Agency.
Fuck, where's the tweet? Hang on, keep going. I have it. Oh, here it is.
I got it.
Okay, this tweet, not a tweet, I'm sorry. It was, what do you call it on Instagram? It's a post on Instagram.
Post.
Yeah. So I guess this was the first one that it was followed up by the I don't know the order, whatever. But
Wait,
followed
official
up
McDonald's account.
official McDonald's account on Instagram, like 5+ million, followers. A McDonald's experiment on Solana. Boom, contract address.
No.
Launched on Pump.fun.
How
Beautiful.
did I miss this?
Oh, dude, it's beautiful. That happens. I think everybody's expecting. I don't think anybody's tricked other than this is the kind of thing that reaches people who aren't in crypto or just dabbler or are new, whatever. It definitely gets some people. Yeah, followed up by a tweet from their senior whatever. God, I got these all out of order, which is whatever.
I just like seeing the Hamburglar.
It's amazing. It worked, dude. This thing shot up to $40-50 million market cap. I don't know how high it ended up getting.
Oh, that's not too much.
No,
I mean,
different times, right? I think this could have absolutely ripped at one point. I'm
Were they
gonna pull up
hacked?
the chart. Yes.
Oh,
Yes, sir, they were.
dude, this is so good.
It's
This
really
is the part
awesome.
of crypto that is awful, but somehow when you hear this stuff, it makes me just smile that people could pull it off.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. Okay, I'm finding the contract. But that's what happened. The tweet came out. Everybody I think knew. And of course people degen into it. I did because why not? Yeah, mostly because why not? I figure scam, but also maybe I got in early enough to get some pump.
Gosh, look at that chart.
That's a chart. That's definitely a chart. Look at that. Look at that red candle. Yeah, so again, I bought in just half a soul. And I actually thought I was up for a bit. I thought I was up, and I was using the Trojan bot, the Telegram bot, And I was looking at the wrong number. I thought I was looking at market cap, but I was looking at like liquidity. So I saw like it was basically the Solana liquidity of that token or some shit like that. Think number was going up. I'm like, yeah, dude, I did it. I was so happy. Meanwhile, it was like a $600,000 market cap at that point. Like basically lost all of it, down like 90%.
Nice.
But happy. Was happy to be part of this. Very happy. I made it. But yeah, excellent shit. I mean, multiple tweets, multiple. I think the best part was after the fact, like changing their bio, changing the McDonald's bio. I think on X also on Instagram.
Wait. I did see this. I did it. Okay, I saw this earlier this morning.
Yeah, I don't know why he removed his name. Why they bleeped out the name on there.
It had like the India X crew with a 3, right?
Yeah.
You know, they should just have a day where if you can show your, Phantom wallet or whatever that you got rugged, that you get a free quarter pounder with cheese.
That'd be cool. You know what? I wish Nick thought of that because he went into McDonald's. Well, yeah. Why don't we listen? I wish there's, man, there's so much potential there. I wish the shticks were a little better, like more well thought out. Like he gets there, it's like he's got this idea. I'm going to go here and I'm going to fuck with him. And that's as far as his planning gets.
Yeah.
And then he gets there and fucks with him. And there's just nothing there that's funny after the fact that he's there. And then the words don't do it. But
yeah,
here we go.
I purchased this morning $150,000 of the official McDonald's meme token, Grimace. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but I wanted to understand what utility do I get for that here? Hi, how are you doing today? This morning, I'm not sure if you're familiar, the McDonald's Instagram published the official McDonald's meme token. I made a small $150,000 investment in it, in the Grimace token. And I was assuming that there was some utility that I would get here. And the devs did promise utility, and I wanted to know, what do I get? Do I get like a free Happy Meal or something?
No, that is through the app. We don't do nothing with Instagram like that.
You don't?
No.
Oh, I viewed it as a marketing campaign. And now the devs rugged it, so I lost like $150,000.
We don't do that here.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, you have to load on the app. That is the only way that they do specials or give something free for that.
Okay.
We don't do nothing like that.
Wow, that's crazy. Man, maybe I shouldn't have purchased that,
I'm not sure.
$150,000 gone. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but geez. All right.
Yeah, we don't.
I purchased.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Again, like I said, a lot of potential. That had some pretty killer potential. But hey, he did it. You did it, Nick.
You know what he needs, actually? If he could edit that somehow, I think it would be funnier, but whatever.
It's not even close to funny. It's stupid. Like these poor employees there that have no idea what he's talking about. He's just wasting their time, and they're just like, for views. It's just stupid. It's stupid.
I like that the scam happened. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I like it. Fuck it. Like I like these accounts getting hacked. I like it. I enjoy it a lot. I like seeing McDonald's tweeting crypto shit. I know it sets us back 5 years every time it happens. Whatever. It's fucking great. I'll keep throwing money at it. One of these times maybe it'll work, but it's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good news.
That was our excitement for the day. That was it.
It's boring as fuck out there right now. It's okay. The thing is, like, we knew it. We talked about this, like summer would be slow, hoping for a nice September, October, maybe November. But like we're in it. Like we're in hopefully towards the end of it. It's like maybe some signs of hope out there. Bored Apes I saw were almost 14 ETH, like things
no
in the
shit.
green.
Hang on.
I think they were like 13.5,
by the way,
13.7.
Let's peek at that. They got something coming today, by the way.
I saw Gordon tweeted.
Yeah. Well, let's peek. Okay, so I'm going to Magic Eden. I just got this pop up. This is new too. $100,000 prize pool for Mint Fest. What is this? So they did launch their wallet for Android now. I'll find that, but the wallet's now live, and it might not be the wallet. It might actually be a marketplace app. If any of you guys know, I do have the tweet. I just if somebody knows, I'm not going to dig.
Remember when I told you guys my computer? I was worried that like the porn that I was watching moments before my computer screen went down, that like when they fixed it, like I was worried that the porn would pop up.
Yeah.
I was also worried that like my fucking wallets on my fucking computer were like gonna get,
I'm surprised you even sent it with wallets on there. I'd be like, this computer's dead. I need a new computer.
No.
Is your seed phrase on there?
No,
You don't have to answer that, but yeah.
No, it's not on there.
Because then that's fine, right?
What do you think I'm Yoda? No.
I just don't want anybody fucking with any computers I have that have any. I guess I always just looked at it like it's dead. There's something wrong with it.
I got it fixed for free. You know what I mean? Like it's either that or I pay an extra $2,000. I'm not going to do that.
Right. Man, Punk still got to 29 something, which is
apes 13.4. Not bad.
Yeah, dude,
I'm up over 10. I mean,
all green, all fucking green.
All green, huh?
If
Nice.
it feels like I don't want false hope in this. People talking NFTs back, whatever. But like, it feels like, listen, in order for us to get to that, like into some level of excitement over anything right now in Web3, like you got to have green days. So string a few of these together, give people some confidence.
We should look at the Kong's decentralized token to make us feel a little bit worse about ourselves.
That'll work. I haven't peeked at that in a minute. But it does feel like the energy is there. There's people talking a lot about NFTs, you know, like people talking about buying NFTs. That it is, I mean, no matter what, even if the prices aren't quite there yet, and even though we all agree it's not back, something has changed in the past, week or two here for sure. Like something feels a little different. So
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Better than not feeling good about everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's dog at? Under 300 or
297. Yep.
Okay. It's been hovering around there. Wow, runes are getting bloodied.
Definitely. I wonder if fractal's playing a part here at all. Like maybe. There's decentralized. Is that 8 point?
Yeah, wow.
That's brutal.
It's
That is brutal. That is brutal. Yeah.
That hurts.
Hey there right now. I mean, ordinals are bleeding, NFTs on Ether up. Can't have it all.
Can't have it all.
There's the lesson in this. You can't have it all.
So a good sign, again, if we're talking about just that energy shifting. Cyrus pointing out this morning, a wallet with 4,500 ETH swept Pudgy Penguins this morning. This is a wallet that hasn't been active in a while, but
did you see that wallet that had like $56 million worth of DAI? It wasn't key logged, but like they set an approval and 56. It was over 50. I don't remember if it was 53, 55, or 56. 50 something million dollars in DAI.
What is DAI? Is that some shit coin?
Stable coin.
Is that diversity?
Okay. Oh, got it. Yes. Yeah.
Can you imagine that though? Like,
well, dude,
$56 million just
yesterday or day before, somebody lost like $250 million worth of Bitcoin.
Oof.
Right? That's fucking unbelievable. That was something Zach XBT was tracking and a few others after he reported it. But and it wasn't officially a scam, but somebody's like, this is super suspicious.
What do you do when that happens, right? You're like, everything's there, 256 million, it's gone. Maybe you got like, I'm just playing out this scenario. Maybe you have like $500,000 in your bank account or something. You've been, keeping it in your digital gold currency here, and you're like, I have $500,000 to my name, and I just lost $250 million.
It's crazy.
You try to make it back, or are you just like, I'm done?
I don't even know. Well, you may be the best to speak to it. Some people might not know, but 2021, Henry's wallet did get compromised, right? Like,
it did.
What your headspace then, right? Like, tell the story in case anybody doesn't know.
Yeah, the TLDR was right during when the apes were going to Christie's. It was like right beforehand. Before Discord hacks were like well known. In fact, at that point, I think there were 2 apes that were like a big deal because they got stolen. One was Fuck Renders. That had happened like a couple weeks before. So I was looking at an announcement in the Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord, and I like went to another screen. I went back to Discord, and I had a notification for the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So I click on it. It's talking about a Christie's auction. Connect here to blah, blah, blah for a chance to win an ape. Again, this is before this was like, you don't click anything, turn off DMs. DM.
I'd like to kind of argue that at some point, but I'll let you finish the story. You're acting like hacks and like those things
Just
weren't a
shut
big
your fucking
deal.
mouth and let me finish the story, goddammit.
Go ahead.
It was August 16th, 2021. So at that time, it wasn't like a common vector of attack. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It became very popular, but it wasn't like apes were getting lost left and right. I entered my seed phrase in because it popped up a screen that I had to import
And
my
guys,
wallet.
just so you know, at this time, entering your seed phrase into random places was kind of normal, and it wasn't out of the ordinary, right?
No, that was. But what happened was before I clicked like submit, my spidey senses went off, and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't feel right." Exited out of the screen, went into the ape Discord. I was like, "Anybody get this notification?" Blah blah blah. They're like, "Yeah, if you clicked anything, get your NFTs out of your wallet." I was like, "Well, luckily, like I started to enter my seed phrase, but I didn't submit it." They're like, "Yeah, you could have got key logged," which I didn't know what key logging was, and instantly, like I go to OpenSea. And I just see like NFTs gone. And I'm like, oh shit. I go right into like my ape is gone, my doggo is gone. And I just go into like fix it mode. So I sent Henry out to a safe wallet, and Hudah and I spent the next 3.5 to 5 hours. I don't want to say fighting this hacker. I'm sending small amounts of ETH in. Joe, I think you even gave to the cause. There was a couple idiots that gave money because like I didn't have any gas money. My wallet was drained. Sending ETH in, but he had a bot tending the account. So every time we'd send in ETH, it would literally kick right back out to his bot. Spent hours trying to get NFTs out. And this guy ends up contacting me. And he said, "Do you have," I didn't know it was him. He said, "Do you have any emotional ties to any of your NFTs?" And I'm like, dude, everybody's like DMing me like, "Hey, is everything okay?" Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, "Which ones?" I was like, my ape. He said, "If you could have one back, what would it be?" I said, "It'd be my ape." He said, "Okay, send me a wallet." I said, "Who are you?" He said, whatever. I still have the screenshots. You know who I am, or I'm the guy. He sends me back my ape. And then Hudah says to me, "You should ask him." Because at this point, he took like 6 or 7 punk comics, 6 Pixel Vault DAO tokens, a whole bunch of shit. My Jenkins yacht, my Jenkins valet.
Dude,
Like,
there's a lot of shit.
You know what's
In the
funny is
end-
that, like at the time that was worth thousands upon thousands of dollars.
No,
Now,
hundreds. Wasn't it at that time?
So the value a couple weeks later of everything I lost was like over 600,000.
Yeah.
It was like 135 to 150 ETH shortly after like ETH took off up towards like $4,000.
Fuck.
You said ask him if you can get one of the Punk's comics back. Say it was a gift from your brother. I did. He sent that back. He was going to send back the dog, but he was in the Bored Ape Discord. People were like giving him shit. And I was actually DMing with, it was either Gordon or Garga. And they're like, "We have to kick him out." I was like, "Please, dude, just let me get my dog back." And they're like, "We've let it go on." They let it go on long enough so I could try to get what I could out of there. But it had been going on at that point in their Discord for like an hour and a half. And they're like, "We need to boot him." So I was lucky I got my ape back. But dude, yeah, I
Traded it
lost
for
a lot.
Henry, right?
No, I traded that one for my second gen, Benny.
Okay.
couple things I would say is that, like, if I remember correctly, you clicked on it and then you entered your. First of all, you should never enter your seed phrase. There's no reason at that point to enter a seed phrase, whatever. But also, like, that's like red flag number 1. If there's ever like a thing, like, you don't enter your fucking seed phrase. That's like very rare that would.
That
be.
was interesting too, guys. And by the way, even if you know to not enter it, even if you don't hit enter, right? It was a key logger, so he typed it, remembered he shouldn't be doing it, and stopped, but it was too late. He had typed it; it knew his seed phrase.
Yeah,
Key log means that, like, he knew what
they could
Henry
see what I was typing. Yeah.
typing in, rather than like he didn't need to see, like, he saw what the fucking the keyboard was doing. So
And the other thing is, don't memorize your seed phrase.
That's
Because
the
when
other
it
thing,
asked me to enter it in, I was just like, "Oh, boom, I know what it is."
you needed that time to kind of like, you need that time to look up your seed phrase to be like, wait a second, I never have to enter my seed phrase unless I'm like starting a new wallet on a new computer or something weird like that.
The
You don't
thing
need
was,
to, like-
and to your point at the beginning, Joe, like, in the end, it was all my fault. Like, I don't blame anybody. It was totally my fault. Nobody hacked me. We call it like, oh, when you got hacked. The reality is, it's when I gave my seed phrase out. But you know what? I think it probably took me, dude. It was devastating. Like, Coco bought my babies back from the guy, and he sent them to me. I didn't even know Coco at the time, but Coco bought my baby Kongs, sent them back. I lost a lot. It could have been way worse, but it was like 5 to 7 days of just like, holy fuck, man. Like, I just lost like a lot. I got lucky. There was, from a Discord called Flashbots, there was a white hatter that helped me get my Matic out of there. Cause I had like, I don't know, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 worth of Matic, that he was able to get out of there. I had to give him like a percentage of it, but still, like, it was better than losing it all. So yeah, dude, I mean, Hudah, that was like a crazy day. I remember it was just like hours, dude, hours of fighting.
Here's what we did. And this is before there were really any techniques out there to save shit. Like, the thought was back then, you're hacked, you're done. The end. Like, give up. There's nothing you can do. And we sat here and we're like, hang on a second. You shared your seed phrase with me, I'm pretty sure. And we're like, no, I got an idea. It's, let's get in there. Let's do private listings for these things. List them really cheap, but private listings for this other wallet. And let's go set up sales to buy it back ourselves. Yeah, and it worked. Yeah, we were able to get some stuff that way. It worked. Yeah. And again, it was a different time back then. It was an intense few hours for sure.
Yeah, because I think that you were trying to transfer ETH back into your wallet so you could transfer it to another wallet. But every time you were transferring ETH into that wallet, they were just taking it. So
immediately.
If you put in such a small amount and then did those private trades, then you could get those out. And I do think it's important to note that, yes, I did help. I was a very valuable, trustworthy part of this story. And
you were. You and Ebo. You guys both chipped in, maybe even Endless. I'm not sure, but definitely you and Ebo kicked in and made it all possible.
No, it's not that important. But yeah, I mean, like, it also solidified a certain amount of trust, because a lot of times you can't trust people, most times. So,
and dude, it's just helpful to have friends in Web3, because when that shit happens, like, who are you going to turn to?
Yeah. Like, if you're like, I'm going to send my fucking $50,000 NFT to some random dude and know that you're going to get it back, it's kind of a cool thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to have those friends when you need them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do a little bullish bearish. I do want to mention again, poker in the other side tonight. I think you have to be, just an asset holder. I think other deed, all that stuff gets in there. It's free to play, although I think there are some people paying. There are some paid tables or some shit. I do want to play this. I want to try it. And I'm like really, really leaning towards streaming it if I do. So just a heads up, if you guys are gonna be playing, if it lets you like partner up or play with buddies, let's DM, let's connect, let's see if we can all play together. Poker's fun. I want to go play on the other side. So, there we go. There's some VIP for $5,000 buy-ins.
Can you imagine how happy the dude was once like Henry typed in that last word? And it's like,
got him. Fucking good. I can't believe this idiot.
He was in Budapest, I think. I think that's where he got Matt. So I contacted the FBI. I contacted the state police. 2021 August. They don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like, I just lost a bunch of NFTs and crypto, and they're like, what? How did this happen? It's like, how much is this stuff worth?
Crazy.
It was looking back, it was crazy.
Fuck.
But it wasn't $200 million. That would have been.
That's different. That's game over. Yeah. Rough.
Yeah.
This is actually, by the way, coming up in 30 minutes, so it's not far off. So heads up about that. Garga's having fun, it sounds, or excuse me, Gordon's having fun. He's cooking. Don't know what, but he's having a good time. Said shit's gonna get weird, which is great. We need weird. You know what? We need that. We need something really fresh. Like, think of when like Goblin Town came around, or something that was just a big meta shift for even like an art style. Like, we've been stuck in that milady like art style for a while. We're gonna see something flip, and a whole new thing will take off, and all the derivs. Would love to see that happen with Yuga Labs being the one who drives that. And I do think they have a good opportunity to turn this shit around. What's that?
Yeah, I don't think they can do it.
They're gonna be like, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to. They put like the fucking breaking news soundtrack on. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to announce that we have a physical toy. You know, we're like, fuck you.
I think they can do it.
I the reason I don't know that they can do it is because I don't think they've shown that they understand the culture. I don't think that they have. So to me, I'm like, doesn't mean that they can't do something. Lord knows they got enough money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that we've seen anything from them that's like, oh man, this is like grungy degen Web3 shit.
Yeah.
Maybe
their puzzle
I'm not rooting
and
against them.
their scavenger hunt puzzle shit. I think the most degen coolest thing they ever did was right at the beginning, the bathroom stall painting thing.
Sure.
That was it. And it's been a while since that. But that's the one thing that shows me they could do it. That was cool. That captured that magic. Well, we need something like that again. Again, it's nothing monetary tied to that. It's just a cool thing that like everybody rallies behind. Everybody wants to be a part of. It doesn't have to be, an NFT. All right, check this out. Couple clips from Trump Theo Vaughn interview last night. Did you guys see any of this stuff?
No, but I'll just say bearish just to get it out of the way.
You might change your mind by the end of this part here.
Go ahead.
No, I would just do cocaine. That was really, yeah. So not just, yeah.
That's
And it was
that's down and dirty, right?
Yeah. And I mean, it was, yeah.
But you don't anymore?
No, I don't do it anymore, man. And I'm not doing
Is it too much? Too much to handle?
Some of the stuff started to get a real rattle in it, too. I don't know where we were even getting it from in this country, but yeah, it started to make me feel like I was a mechanic or something.
So the thing you go back to then is alcohol for the most part.
Right, yeah, but what I want probably is cocaine, but I know that if I have a drink, then it'll
I'm going to play a little more, but it's just great hearing Trump talk about coke.
Is that cocaine too much?
It's good.
Does that make you do crazy?
Do you believe Trump that he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, never has, never drank, never smoked, never, no drugs?
Yeah, I believe it.
He's a weirdo. I do too, but I'm curious. Joe?
I've got the best self. I've got great self. What's it called?
Joe, have you been practicing?
I'm the best with words.
No, I don't. No, I just
Pretty good. You improv fuckers are talented.
He was talking and I got it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go a little further because if it's in this clip, it is some funny shit.
They're like, okay, well, I had a drink, then I can do this.
Is cocaine a stronger
oh, yeah.
up?
Yeah. Cocaine
So you're way up with cocaine more than anything else you can think of.
Cocaine will turn you into a damn owl, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll be out on your own porch,
Yeah.
and you'll be your own street lamp. You're freaking.
And is that a good feeling? Well,
No,
it's a
horrible.
miserable feeling.
But you do it anyway, just like the guy you're saying with the scotch.
I would think an owl would be a good feeling. You be out, you're hooing, you're doing the whoos, who you, you're fired. Is it fun? The cocaine, is it strong?
Joe, dude, really awesome, dude. Yeah, I want to watch this just for this shit because there's some funny clips. It's just fun hearing Trump even being like in those kind of conversations. Here's one other quick one. This one's Theo just being a fucking goofball.
Every time we had the greatest economy in history when I was president. We had
Oh yeah, my cousin got a
job
boat.
numbers. Yeah, we had the best
during
job
that.
numbers. African American. Every time we
It's just Theo just chatting about his cousin buying a boat thanks to the stimulus money or
Yeah,
whatever.
I like
It's just-
Theo. I'm like Theo. Theo's good. I like Theo. Yeah, Theo's good. Yeah.
Okay, I have.
Is the cocaine strong?
Is it good?
Is it the good drugs? Do you like the who owl?
Go. Sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
I dig it. Okay. Did Bill Clinton or maybe Barack Obama give Russia hypersonic missile tech?
Yes.
Actually, this is a minute long. I won't do the whole thing.
I'd like to talk about that. Yes, he did.
Dude, it's really good. It's coming. It's getting there. It's really good. Dude,
You're
yes.
close, man. You're close.
I never do it. So
It's
yeah,
pretty fucking good.
Thank you.
Shoot them down. They're going at levels of speed that nobody thought was possible. Do you know that was our technology that was stolen by Russia? And Russia has them, and I started them very quickly. But somebody gave Russia, years ago, before me, all of our plans and specs for hypersonic missiles, and they built them, and we didn't. He said Bill Clinton. He could be. It might have been, in all fairness, might have been a little after.
No.
Okay, no, I bring that up because our good friend Ashton Forbes replied.
Oh, thank
And
you.
it's interesting because this leaked in 2014 under Obama. Interesting thing is these orbs seem to move at hypersonic speeds. I don't
God.
know if you guys have heard of these orbs. There's something there. Something there.
Thank you.
Let's
I
check
want to
this out.
thank you to you and you. Or
You'll notice these hypersonic orbs that come into the screen. There's one. 2 more follow. Hang on. There's one orb coming in. 2 more will circle the plane. If we switch to the heat signature camera, you're going to see something else interesting.
Talking about this.
Yeah, I'll do this tonight on the
And then
poker
poof.
stream.
And poof. Do you know what would have been really cool? You know how Yoda has a real distinct cadence to the way he talks, and he makes a great character because it's real iconic.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it is with Trump, man.
It
There's
is,
just
dude,
something
it is.
about like he should have been a Jedi. Or maybe a Sith, but I think he would have done well as a Jedi. I bet he thinks he would have done well as a Jedi. He probably thinks he would have been the best Jedi ever.
Henry, you're right. I'd be the best Jedi. Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
You guys, I like this, by the way. These guys now call it getting orbed. You guys got orbed.
Yep, you got
That's fucking awesome. All right, we got to turn that into a thing. I like it. All right, we'll do a quick bullish bearish on ways to die or be tortured.
Thank you very much. Obama.
It's decent too, actually. All right.
Thank you.
Flaying. By the way, okay, Bill Clinton tonight, by the way, guys. Bill Clinton, I don't know who else. I definitely want to watch. Shit, maybe we'll do a marathon stream, poker and DNC. Anyway, filleting, a method of slow, painful torture and or execution in which the skin's removed from the body. Generally, an attempt is made to keep the portion of skin intact. Bullish bearish on this method.
From whose perspective?
Yours on the receiving end.
What?
I don't want to be flayed.
What's
Don't.
happening?
He's being filleted. His skin's being removed.
I know, but what?
Are you bullish or are you bearish?
On
Do
this?
you want to get filleted?
No, bearish.
I guess I got to see it in comparison to the others.
And Huda's going to get us like into some weird shit. All of this is just like to get us into
Go
any of
down
the
the road. Now
Let's just do
this
it.
I can handle.
Execution by elephant. So basically, the victim is crushed with an elephant trained for just that purpose, right? You lay down, and the elephant steps on your chest.
What about your head? Oh,
It's got to be your chest. Slowly.
No, I don't like this one either, man.
Mm.
I don't know if I like it better. I would take this over flaying.
Wow.
So
okay.
far.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Okay. There's just a point you get to. I don't know if you feel it. I don't know.
Yeah, you feel
Yeah, I
it.
think you feel the flaying. I would hope with the elephant stomp, it's quick.
I like the owl.
Oh, but you're probably just crushed and hurting like hell. Like
I just like the owl. I like the owl.
Dude, like the ribs cracking would bug me. You know, like that would suck.
Squishing your fucking liver and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Bamboo torture. Okay, so what is it? This is interesting. You lay on a bench and you're going to sit there for days, if not weeks. Bamboo grows up through you. And I've seen not footage. I've seen people cover this to even see if it's realistic, if it could happen. Like there's like Mythbusters, like a show like that covered this thing and they're like, it's real. That would actually happen. Grows up through you.
Yeah, right. I mean, bamboo grows quick, but I'm still going elephant stomp over flaying and bamboo.
Okay. What's your ranking like, Joe?
I'm having a really tough time doing anything but wanting to talk like Trump here. I think I would like this one more, maybe just because it's slower-ish.
I think this might be excruciating. The elephant probably kills you within some hours. You know, flaying looks crazy painful.
I just feel like I'd be like, oh God, let's help me. So, you know, like we have the time to be like, this plant's going to grow for years. I should be okay for about 6 to 8 months. Someone come get a plan together. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that could happen.
No. Still going elephant.
Joe, what's your ranking? Quick.
Oh, ranking. I have to say the best.
The best is this one, then elephant, and then filleting.
Okay. What is this? Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
boy. Don't move.
The Heretic's Fork, a small metal device with 2 opposed bi-pronged forks attached to a belt. One sharp end was placed against the victim's throat, the other on their sternum. The victim was forced to hold their head up. If they dropped it, the prongs would pierce their neck and chest. Oh.
At least I got some control over this, so I think I'd go this route.
Yeah.
this kill you? Does this kill you though? It probably
I
doesn't.
can't imagine that kills you. It's torture. Actually, that was part of the thing at the beginning. It's some of it's just torture.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll
So
do
you're
it.
not gonna die from that. I
Okay.
take it.
This is
Yeah, I'm going. What is it called? I'm going heretics,
Heretics
fork, elephant, bamboo, then flaying. I still don't want to get flayed.
All right.
Is there more?
There's more. There's more.
Nice,
I don't know how many.
No, I
I'm
like
not sure.
this. This is my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, rat torture. Okay. Medieval times here involved putting a pot of hungry rats into a cage that was then strapped to your stomach. The cage was slowly heated, causing distress to the rats to chew and claw through the victim.
This goes. Oh man, this goes down by flaying for me. Like I don't want this either.
Yeah. Imagine that, because once they're in you, they're probably clawing out too other ways. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Joe, in general, you don't have to give an official ranking.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have some, like, I feel like my muscles would like battle the rats somehow. Like I would be like squirming. So feel like I have some sort of, you know what I mean? Like some fighter's chance. So I guess this will be like middle.
Mid. Okay. Flaying still last one for you?
Yeah, I don't like that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like the next one. Crucifixion.
I was gonna say, I think I'd take crucifixion to any of this shit.
Yeah. I tweeted something related to that today and I deleted it, which I don't normally delete shit. There's a new picture of Jesus. There's a new picture of Jesus that's like AI generated from like that cloth thing that they got his face imprint from. And you know the I can save him meme?
Did you
like,
hear?
I did that and I'm like,
Did you hear the conspiracy that Jesus was actually Japanese?
No.
Yeah, I mean it's very valuable. Honestly, it's plausible too. So just wanted to throw that out there.
I like it.
Yeah.
I would buy that.
Yeah,
I would buy it. Crucifixion was once a brutal form of humiliating death. The victim nailed. Well, I don't have to explain it to you. Crucifixion.
You suffocate, right?
Yeah, it's that, or you
Never
bleed
heard of
out. If you bleed it, yeah, no, yeah, suffocate, die of hunger, stuff like that.
You know, there's a giant misconception about the crucifixion, is that they nail the nail into the hand, but they do it into the wrist. Much worse than the wrist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me see how many more of these. There's a bunch. So we either got to go much quicker, or I'm just going to pick a few here.
Or
Let's just go quick because they're great.
Or change subject. I mean,
No. Well, I do have a couple other things. We'll just do them quick. The rack. Okay, they just stretch you out.
I like this. This is my back would appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. The brazen bull. Okay, you're putting this metallic bull and they heat it up. Okay. Any good ones?
What is that thing?
The Pear of Anguish. I like the sound of it. It was a medieval European torture device, a pear-shaped metal or wooden tool that expanded when a screw was turned, causing severe pain. It was inserted into your mouth, anus, or vagine.
it's kind of like that. Remember, you thought that there was like some weird
The toilet.
Remember,
Yeah.
Hudah? You're like, yeah, this is real. It seems like this should be in there.
Yeah.
I do like that one. Okay. This is actually pretty great. I think this is gonna be your guy's number one.
I'll take this.
Yeah.
Is it
They
real?
literally, I think so. God, I'm all out of order here. But
They just let a
basically,
goat lick you?
yeah, salting the criminal's feet and having a goat lick until the flesh becomes raw.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Yeah. Doesn't sound so bad.
No,
Wow, mounted in like is spiked.
I don't even
Wow.
like seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one no. Scaphism.
Yo.
Good. It's cool art. It looks like
What is that?
it's like an NFT, I think.
I'm trying to find the text is getting all. Oh, here we go. The victims trapped between two boats coated with honey and force fed. What was force fed? Trapped between two boats. Oh, they force feed you. Then you're left in the sun, where you slowly get eaten alive by insects and rodents. Oh, so they feed you to keep you alive in the middle of the water. And yeah, yeah. Any other good ones?
Jesus.
The breaking wheel sounds cool. Yeah, I like the breaking wheel. Maybe we'll make this our last one, but
Yeah.
the breaking wheel. I think they just put you in a wheel. That's they just stick you on a wheel. That's it. I don't know. What's your number one? And I guess it would be the number one way you don't want to go or do. I don't know. Just tell me what you liked.
I don't want the spike that goes from my asshole out my mouth.
Yeah.
That one just.
I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of like those sword swallowers. Maybe you could just get it in the right spot where it would just be like totally okay.
But they're going the other way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it's going in your ass. That's cool.
That's cool.
That
Yeah.
is cool.
Yep.
I don't like the filleting, and I do like the licking of my feet.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I learned something today. All right, we'll end on this. Mickey Mouse now CCO or whatever, public domain shit. Somebody, we saw this quick little meta of people doing Mickey Mouse art and whatever. Here's somebody making a first-person shooter that's Mickey Mouse looking. There's some audio with this. So I'll play for just a few seconds. Looks pretty fucking cool. Like, that looks fucking cool. I'll go bullish on that because that's just cool.
Yeah,
I dig it.
I'll go bearish. Don't want Mickey shooting people.
Okay,
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
He's a worldwide, vessel for hope, dreams, and love. So I'm gonna go bearish on it.
Vessel, I dig it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, should I reach out to Ashton Forbes, see if he'd come on the show?
Sure. Who's that? Is that the guy that started Stonercast?
The orbs. I want to orb you guys real hard.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I mean, if he's cool coming on, I'm cool with it.
All right. I bet he would. I hope he
We
would.
get real well.
I'm gonna prep beforehand. I want to get him all the shows that we talk about it, and he can hear.
I tell him about my experience of seeing, Tic Tacs.
Why don't you invite Paulie on too, and just be like, "Hey guys, let's have just a bunch of pieces of shit all on the same show together."
Maybe I'll say you're
Wait,
itching
who
to
won
talk
the
to him.
poll? Who won the
Oh
poll?
yeah. Hang on, guys. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil for us. Let's check. Oh, this is gonna be. I think I won. I can already tell I won. Hang on. Okay, let me end the poll, guys. You 10 seconds here to get. Yeah, you've no hope. It's too. There's too big of a. Yeah, it's very clear. All right, the poll. The voting is over. I won. Let me put it on the screen real quick.
Oh wow.
It's me and you tomorrow, Joe.
Yeah, dude. It's me with 53%. And shit, I closed it so I can't even see what else. It was you guys. Okay, here we go. Here's the results. I'm just putting it in the chat. Okay. 52% for me. Henry got 26. Joe got 21. Yeah, your plan backfired, Joe.
That's weird, man.
So tomorrow it's just you two. I'm gonna have to show you how to.
Is it tomorrow? I got to
tomorrow.
choose my day. I got to choose my day. You're choosing tomorrow?
Well, I think Friday's a bad day because I think we just got to be here to end the week proper.
Mm-hmm.
And Thursday, I think Thursday just makes a ton of sense. We'll figure it out. If I should, I can do this. I can do. I think I can drop off, but still be here to put stuff on the screen at least, or it's just let you go at it however you choose. So we'll chat. But it's you two tomorrow.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna be watching. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait to
one
see
of the
that.
best shows ever.
It probably is gonna be. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you guys.
Let's not put any expectations on it at all, and then just go and do it. I don't.
Can I wear my hat tomorrow?
It's up to you guys.
It's up to Joe.
Is it going to be the greatest show? I don't know. I don't know. Is it the greatest show or not? I don't know, man. Whatever. I don't care.
Hang on. Let me try something.
Hey,
Hudah.
Joe, we should just I say improv. We should just do voiceovers on random videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm willing to do whatever. But we have to figure out who's going to be doing
Thread guy. We should do a Thread guy sit down interview, and I can be Mika and you can be Thread guy.
All right, fine.
Tomorrow's gonna be awesome.
I can be
Grivier.
I can be
Grive. How do you say his name? Grivier, or is that like Grivier?
See, I already don't like this. I already don't like the show. I'm gonna call in sick tomorrow.
Yeah, do it. No, I'll run solo. I don't even fucking care. It's
gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna be my favorite show yet. I'm not even kidding. I can't wait.
We have to figure out who's gonna do. We have to figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll
Piece of
debate.
cake.
You can
Piece of
be
cake.
Trump, and I can be Kamala.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
or I can be Obama. I don't know.
It's great. Anyway, let's kill it here. We're done. Great show.
Deadpool,
Joe, Henry.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Good job voting. I promise I didn't pay people for this. Guys, have a great afternoon. Stay tuned. Might be live here in 15 minutes or so. 7 minutes. Streaming poker. We'll see. Anyway, guys, we'll see you later.
Thank you.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make $1, won't sell a thing.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing.
Fuck you all.
Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots, the living the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Dude, every part of that song's perfect. Even like the ending, that there's like that drum roll. It's fucking awesome. Man, I love it. Cool shit. You guys gonna do poker at all or no? Can't imagine, but
No.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I hope people message me if they're gonna do it. I might poker. Anyway, yeah.
Why don't we go, Henry? Go ahead.
No, I had nothing to say. I was just spinning my finger.
I know we wanted to talk about maybe times of shows and times.
Yeah.
Is that a discussion for now, or is that a discussion for later?
Let's do very light right now, as in, what do you think? Because we haven't chatted all together. What do you think?
Henry, what's your? I feel like your timing's all fucked up.
Well, what I had said was if I shift my gym time like 1 hour earlier, I could do it, I think.
At what time?
Like 9 Eastern.
9
Like
Eastern. That's what our time, Hudah. 8 or
Yeah, like because so
like is 10 a possibility or is 10 not good?
It's fine. 10 would be exactly when Chain Reactor happens right now. So if we
could
think
compete
about
against Chain
moving,
Reactor.
dude, head to head. Tomorrow's a warm up show for what that would look like. But yeah, take the afternoon show, move it early, take Chain Reactor and scrap it, or move it to the afternoon, make it an evening, something. But this show, there's some magic here. I want to see this grow. I think we could go head to head I think we can go head to head with some of those other morning shows. I really do. And especially, I'll say this, 10 a.m. puts it against FOMO Hour. That's a tricky one. And I think our show is great. The time before.
They don't do Trump impressions, do they?
No. So, we got that. But the 9 a.m.'s got, NFT Bark or Steve or whatever, and it's got the Nifty guys, and they're great and all. I just think this gives a really cool, different flavor for that time slot.
Okay, I would have to leave I'd have to leave the gym at 7:20, probably 7:15. I think I could pull it off. That means that just means like I think I could do it.
We should have done it over the summer, to be honest with you, because I had no responsibilities. Now that school is coming up in like a week, now I'm dropping my son off at school. I have gym. I think around 8-ish, my time. So
what time are you back?
I think it's 7. Well, he's got a full day now, but we have a daughter, and my wife's going to eventually go back to work. So I have to figure out. I could come back. I wanted to go to the gym right after. I wanted to go drop him off at 8, go to the gym, work for an hour, come back home, and then go pick him up, sort of deal. But but I got to figure out what works for us. Yeah, and then if my wife has meetings and stuff like that, like I can't do the show or whatever, but that's kind of where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So I got to, you have to figure out times and then see, I've got to like go through what would work and what wouldn't.
There's a little bit of that on my end too. Like it would be more, my morning would suck more than it does now to do the show in the morning, but I realized there's probably a better opportunity to do it in the morning if we wanted to get serious about what we're doing.
Do we? I mean, do we want to get
that's
serious?
up for discussion. That's part of it too. We don't have to even take it more serious.
I mean, yeah, I guess the thing is, in my mind, I'm like, this time sucks.
Well, how much are we getting paid now?
No, I was doing the accounting earlier, and that's so.
Is it
so I
zero?
did do the accounting.
It's zero, right?
You'll be happy to know that I think we did some giveaways, so we probably lost money. Yeah, I think we have netted. We're in the negative, but I do actually think I'm gonna have like a little bit more time. I feel like we could get some guests on if we want to. I think we could compete. I think there's more people around at that time of day. We lose a lot of the European crowd because like right now we go and we start at 10:30 ish in Europe. So like, yeah, the morning would suck a little more. I also wouldn't mind like if we were doing it in the morning, my store's not open. Like we technically open at like 10, although we kind of open the door at 9:30, but like it just makes it so like the rest of the day is just the rest of the day. It's like you got the rest of your day to do what you want to do.
And Hudah, any time is good for you. Is that right?
Well, so I think the biggest thing you mentioned is, do we want to take it serious? Because that's the real discussion. If we want to take it serious, moving to the morning makes a ton of sense, right? And then I would want to. If we don't want to take it serious, like don't care about trying to get sponsors, right? And don't care about like evolving the show, then it doesn't matter when. And I'm happy in the afternoon. I'm happy in the morning. Like I'm up for whatever at that point. But I think if we want to grow and we've got such crazy potential with it, then morning's when it's got to be.
If we're talking sponsors, though, that's a whole other.
There's a piece of that. There's a piece of that, Joe.
Why don't I start? Henry and I think, Henry, you're saying around 8 you could do, but you could do later times during that morning time?
Like, I think I could probably do, talking your time, I think I could do 8. I think I could do 9. I could probably do 10.
Okay.
Is there anything to be said for a middle of the day show, like a noon show, or does that fuck up your work schedule and whatnot?
No, I don't think it would fuck up anything. I think any of the times fly. I think I'll do some like I'll look at some other shows and see viewer wise. You know what I mean? I know when I was on NFT Live, it was at like I think 1 o'clock or noon, and it was a decent time. But I remember thinking that it wasn't like the best. Like morning, I think is definitely the best. Like everybody's waking up, they want their news. It's both parts of the world, right? It's everything. That's if we want to really do it and be splashy, I think morning is it.
I'll hit you guys up later. I gotta go.
Yeah, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you, Joe. Love you, man. See you.
See you, guys.
So yeah, man. Yeah, we'll figure it out. This is more, I think, for you and Joe to chat about, and I do think there's a cool conversation about sponsorships, but we talked about it before, so we'll see.
Yeah. All right.
So
I'm gonna hit the road, bro.
cool.
Cool.
Love you, man. Talk to you later.
Love you too, man.
Peace.